Got the Dutch bus squad rolling down the lane, covering the cases no one dares to name. Sharing faces to the crowd in the night, travel to the places where they shine the light. Dutch has got no time for your petty little feud. Steel-toed boot if you're acting real crude. The mission is the cases, we stand for truth. Drama on the street, she ain't got no use. Screams her name but she ain't flinching, no. Betty starts her shadows, we don't fear the law. Out here in the spotlight, covering the gaps. A squad that never folds, we ain't falling into traps. Dutch has got no time for your petty little feud. Steel-toed boot if you're acting real crude. The mission is the cases, we stand for truth. Drama on the street, she ain't got no use. Drama on the street, she ain't got no use. Filling in the spaces on this twisted map, bringing out the justice, yeah, we bridge the gap. From the blocks to the blocks, we connect the dots. Dutch bus squad, always coming in hot. Drama on the street, she ain't got no use. Drama on the street, she ain't got no use. Filling in the spaces on this twisted map, bringing out the justice, yeah, we bridge the gap. From the blocks to the blocks, we connect the dots. Dutch bus squad, always coming in hot. Drama on the street, she ain't got no use. Drama on the street, she ain't got no use.
Did y'all not see it? It was Duchess.
Going nowhere fast, 'cause you're running from the past. Can you hear me? I can't let go, no, I won't let go. Can you hear me? I can't let go, no, I won't let go. You forgot
Copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Welcome, everybody. My name is Duchess, and it's Thursday night, and this is where we talk about missing flyers from a different state every Thursday night. So thanks so much for joining me. My special guest tonight is ArcticFoxTrueCrime. Thank you for joining me, Arctic Fox.
Well, glad to be here anytime.
And tonight, you guys voted. I'm leaving it to the subscribers. We're going to do a poll midstream again tonight where you can submit the state that you want me to cover next Thursday. We're going to vote, and the poll will tell us who we're going to cover next Thursday. So if you are interested in having your state covered, make sure that you drop your state in the chat, and the mods will keep a little list for me so that when we get to midstream, I'm going to enter those names into a poll, and we are going to vote what state we're going to cover next Thursday. So again, my name is Dutch. My channel is Dutch for the Missing, and I make missing flyers to share awareness, to advocate for these missing people, all on my social media platforms. And we work together as a team. Arctic Fox, MindofMonsters, ColdCaseCrystal, Doodlebug, Kimber. There is a lot of creators. Southern Gal, True Crime. We do what we can. We got CRG in the chat. I know he works with a lot of these people. There's, you know, we're a team. We have our own channels, and we cover these cases with factual awareness because we want to help bring a light, show empathy, compassion, dignity. If you see something, say something. So tonight we're going to be sharing flyers from Oklahoma. I have a timer set because I need to be off here by 11:30. I have an appointment early in the morning. So we're going to highlight as many people from the state of Oklahoma, which is near and dear to Arctic Fox's heart.
Yep.
That's where you guys voted that we were going to do it. So if you missed the very first live stream on this category that we're doing, that was missing in Ohio, and we covered a lot of flyers. But I'm not even sure we really made a dent, Arctic. There's a lot of people missing in Ohio.
Well, I think you're right. We're going to have to circle back and do some of these states multiple times.
Yeah, I agree. And Oklahoma's probably going to be one of them. I loaded up my StreamYard, and it told me that it wouldn't allow me to load up any more flyers. It said, you've reached the maximum capacity. And I was like, well, I think that's probably as many as we're going to cover. We'll see if I can get through all of those in that amount of time, and we'll just kind of go from there. So I want to welcome everybody in. Members, thank you so much for being here to support factual awareness for the missing. And I just want to give a shout out to my mod squad. You guys are amazing. Y'all give a shout out to the mods. They are always doing something to help out in this chat, whether it's the greeters or the ones that drop the Nightbot links or just the ones that dance and do whatever they do in the chat. Y'all give them a shout out. I couldn't do this without you guys, and it really means so much that you come over to these live streams and are here to support. I know you guys can't always be here, but when you are, it really lights my face up because I just like being able to see all of my friends, and I do appreciate you being here. I do want to go over because I saw somebody gifted some memberships, and I'm trying to get back down here because, oh my gosh, they're all the way at the very top. Let me go back over here. FarQ, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. If you received a membership from FarQ, please thank her. That is so kind of you. And Hoodie and a Crowbar, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. I appreciate you so much. And I'm so glad to see you. I hope you're doing well. If you received a membership from Hoodie and a Crowbar, please thank her. And Okie Crime News, it's so good to see you. I hope you're doing good. I appreciate you joining the Dutch Bus Squad. You got your pass. We're all about ready to go take a trip. I appreciate you guys so very much, so very much. Didn't want to miss it. Hey, Missing Black People, the Forgotten. I saw that you had a live stream with Doodlebug, and I was trying to listen while I was preparing all of my things. So thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate all that you're doing to advocate on your own channel and sharing and going on other people's panels to talk about these cases. So thank you so much for being here. It's good to see you. So we're going to jump right into it. Arctic, do you want to start out and say anything about missing cases in Oklahoma?
It's a real problem, especially with our natives that go missing in Oklahoma, because so many of them don't get any attention, and law enforcement seems to take those cases and put them on the back burner. And so Oklahoma is one that I felt was very important for us to cover, to try to raise some awareness for these people that aren't getting it anywhere else.
Yeah, I agree. I appreciate all of y'all joining. It's good to see you. Hey, Drifty Rabbit, I hope you're doing well. So we're going to jump right into some flyers that I have. Let me get back over here on my overlays that I've got brought up. I did have a few people send me some flyers, and I wanted to say thank you for sending those. But I do want to give you guys just a little note. If you choose to send me a flyer, it would be very helpful if you could please make sure that you send me a clear picture of the flyer that you would like for me to show on the live stream. Please don't send me a screenshot of a Google page that has 5 other flyers on it and it be blurry, because that takes up more time that I have to go and research and find out what's going on. Also, I did have a couple of people that sent me a host of flyers that were not actually flyers. They were screenshots. And unfortunately, every one of those people that they shared with me were found deceased or were already located. So if you want me to share an active flyer for someone that is missing, I don't mind doing it, but I'm going to need you to at least verify if that case is closed out, if the person is still actively missing. I spent an hour and 45 minutes going through the flyers that was sent to me, only to find out that 14 of those people those cases had been closed out, some of those for more than 5 years.
Wow.
And like, let's work smarter, not harder. It's no shade to anybody, but I feel like if you're going to take the time to send me something, at least just make sure that person is still actively missing, because that helps me. I just don't have all the time in the world to go back and take a look at that. So I'm hoping that saying this for future reference will help people. Like, if you want to send me something, like, that's fine, and I'm happy to share it. But please do make sure that you have, that this is an active person that's missing. I had someone send me Athena Brownfield's case, and we know she was located deceased.
Mm.
And I was like, that case is over. So I just wanted to point that out. There was quite a few other cases. I think Carlson was one of them. I think I have a list of names somewhere, but all of the cases were closed out. So I just wanted to start out with that note. I thought that little note might help. Hey, Paul, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hey, Peekaboo. Hey, Michelle and Allie. Good to see you here. Hey, MindofMonsters. Appreciate y'all being here. Don't forget to like the stream and share it out, because we're fixing to show a lot of faces, and hopefully someone will be able to see a flyer. Maybe they recognize someone and they can make a phone call and share a tip that might bring closure for a family, maybe it'll bring someone home safe. So we're going to jump right into Arctic. If you if you have some that you want to share too, let me know. Or if there's any information that you know about these particular cases that you want to, give us the details on, please feel free to do that.
I probably have videos on 90% of them.
I'm sure you do. Okay, let's see. The first flyer that I have loaded up is Roger Roach. And I want to try to take the time to make sure that I don't see any other information that I feel like is, pertinent on some of these cases, because, I'm not as familiar with some of these cases, because mainly the cases I cover is, in the Carolinas. That's the cases that I'm, the most familiar with. So this case is from October 3rd of 2024 out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I just want to go over here and see. This was a flyer that somebody sent me. Do you know anything about this case in particular?
Not really. I don't think I've covered this one. I can tell you that Tulsa, we have so many go missing out of the Tulsa and the Oklahoma City metro areas. It's hard to even keep track of all of them.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. Because I have seen so many cases. I'm like, how in the world are we ever going to cover all of these cases? I'm just trying to look here to see if I can find an update, and I'm not even finding anything on this particular flyer. Let's see, and I see this flyer is made from Missing People in America, and it says they looks like Roger Roach has been missing since October 3rd of 2024. It says Roger Roach and Keisha Davis were evicted from their home in Oklahoma and fled on October the 3rd of 2024 with 8 children. There are pending custody and CPS cases. They are thought to be in a homeless shelter in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and driving a gray silver minivan. Roger has a history of abuse. Sabrina, age 2, Gabriella, age 6, Katerina, age 7, Elijah, age 5, Zoriana, age 9, Bria, age 11, Jeremiah, age 13, and Addie, age 15, are with these parents. Calling all my South Dakota people. The last update on this case for the MPIA was on April 3rd of 2025.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. And that's a bad situation. Those kids obviously were going to get taken away, in my opinion, and that's why they're on the run.
Yeah, this does not sound good at all. Very, very concerning. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Teresa. So if you see this flyer, this does not sound good at all. And if they're on the run, I just wonder why there's not an Amber Alert for these children.
Well, that would be the question of the hour now, wouldn't it?
It sure would. You have all of these children missing. He has a history of abuse, and there's pending custody and CPS cases, but there's no Amber Alert. That doesn't make any sense to me. The math doesn't math.
It doesn't, but it's not surprising. There's so many children out there that should have Amber Alerts that don't have them. So while we've got that petition circulating to try to fix that.
Yeah. Christina makes a valid point. 8 children, I think, would be hard to hide. Yeah. Well, you know, the thing about some of these missing alerts is when you don't get a federal alert like an Amber Alert, some of the missing um the local missing alerts are only good for that state. So, you know, there would need to be an alert that would be active in South Dakota or wherever this family is going in order for
Exactly.
those people in that state to know that these people are on the run and that, you know, they are seeking to find out where these people are. Now, if South Dakota has not been made aware that Roger Roach and this family is currently missing, how are they even going to know to look for them?
Exactly. And knowing Tulsa, Oklahoma PD, that's a very good possibility that they haven't been made aware.
Yeah, this case really concerns me. If you see this flyer for Roger Roach out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, possibly in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, please share it out. Again, this flyer is provided by Missing People in America, and you can find the link for their Facebook page in the description of this video. Next, we have Devin Bryant missing out of Muskogee, Oklahoma.
Muskogee, Oklahoma.
Sorry, Muskogee, Oklahoma. Listen, I am not from Oklahoma, y'all. Gonna have to give me a break. He was last seen on April 13th of 2025. He's 14 years old. He's 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighs 140 pounds. There's 2 pictures on this flyer of Devin, and they're not very clear. Devin was last seen on the 13th in the area of 8th and 9th Grade Center at 402 North S Street, which I'm assuming could be North-South Street. He has blue eyes and brown hair. Arctic, can you tell me any more about this case?
There's not a lot of information out there on Devin. I did do a short on him. And honestly, when I first came across the case, the only picture we had was the one that's inset. We didn't even have the other picture of him. We had to find that. So,
my goodness. Yeah, and I was just looking, and again, this flyer is provided by Missing People in America. You can find their link in the description. I'm looking here. I see Arctic's video, which is basically reviewing everything that's on the flyer. And I don't see really any other information. Like, he has blue eyes and brown hair, his location. You can contact the Muskogee Police Department at 918-680-3125 if you have any information on the whereabouts of Devin Bryant. And that is the last update that I have seen on him, unfortunately. So if you see this flyer, please do share it out. And hopefully we can get this out there and Devin can be brought home safely as soon as possible. The next flyer that we have is Mabel Lopez, 9 years old. Has there been any updates on Mabel? I'm going to go over here and look to see if the last time I checked, I did not see any updates.
I haven't seen any updates. This is a cold case. She's been missing since 2016 out of El Reno, Oklahoma, which is it's part of the Oklahoma City metro area for those unfamiliar with Oklahoma.
Okay.
And so, you know, there's not a lot of information out there, but it's a scary case because she may be with her father, and the father, from what I have gathered, is a pretty dangerous guy, and she is believed to be in grave danger herself. And unfortunately, from what I understand, foul play is suspected in her disappearance.
Now, I do have a NamUs for Mabel, and I'm going to drop that NamUs link in the chat if anybody wants to go over and take a look at that. From what I can see, Mabel's been missing nearly 9 years. Her whereabouts are still unknown. At age 8, Mabel was last seen in El Reno, February 17th of 2016. Just prior to her disappearance, there was an argument, and there are allegations that her father repeatedly stabbed 2 roommates with a machete, then fled the area with Mabel and her mother, Myra Lopez. One man's hands had been completely severed from the attack. There was a felony arrest warrant issued for Arsenio de Jesus, Mabel's father, for assault with a deadly weapon. The police suspect that Arsenio may have headed to Mexico and that both Mabel and her mother are in danger given the criminal history of Arsenio. Initially, an Amber Alert was issued, but the case has gone cold. And today, Mabel would be 17. Please share in hopes that someone knows where she is and can verify she is safe and help to solve this case. If you have seen Mabel or know of her whereabouts or where she is today, please contact the El Reno Police Department and ask for Detective Craig at 405-262-6941. They may be driving a green or gray Ford Explorer SUV at the time with an Oklahoma license plate 689 LHD, and Mabel may go by the alias last name Juarez. Mabel was about 4 feet 6 inches tall at the time that she went missing, 50 pounds, brown hair, and brown eyes. And here on this flyer, you can see there is a picture of her father, Arsenio, and her mother, Miriam, right there. That's scary. Very scary.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, they definitely believe foul play is involved. The mother's in as much danger as Mabel is. And honestly, I haven't seen a missing flyer for the mother other than her being inset on this one that the Aware Foundation put out.
Right. I wonder why there isn't and I mean, I guess the Amber Alert's still active, but you know, they only keep those up for between like a year to 18 months. So she's probably still listed as an Amber Alert in the state of Oklahoma, maybe, but it's because it's a cold case. It's just not on the active Amber Alert list. And we saw that with Sebastian Rogers' case, you know, after X amount of time, you know, they just come off of there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the problem is that, you know, with it being Oklahoma and I-40, it's a straight shot to Mexico. So they're probably in Mexico, 100%.
Evening, NorCal Jim. Good to see you. Hey, Chico. Good to see you, too. If y'all see Mabel's flyer, please share it out. She could be out there somewhere. You know, we may have people who live in the border states to Mexico. And there's always that chance that we may have people that are listening from, you know, from Canada, from Mexico, from all over the world. So it always helps to, you know, share these flyers out, because if you share the flyer on your social media, you're going to get it in front of a lot of other people that Arctic and I may not interact with. And somebody may have seen this child and or may know the father or the mother. And they can call in a tip. If they see something, they can say something. That's what the most important part about these live streams is bringing awareness. All right, my next case that I've got is a critical missing person, Alyssa Brannon. I'm going to look up and see if we have see if I can find out any further details about Alyssa that I can share with you guys. Okay, according to this, Alyssa Brannon has been located. There's an update here 5 days ago that says, God is good. Thank you for all your prayers and kind words. There's an update in the comments that Alyssa has been found. This is our cousin that is missing from Burleson, Texas. So the update that I see is that she has been found.
That is amazing news.
Yes, because she suffers from seizures, and that can be critical for someone who is missing, and in that medical situation, they may need assistance to return. So I'm very happy that she was located. All right, and the next case we have is from the Stolen Spirits, MMIWG. They are on YouTube and on Facebook. You can find the link to them. I believe I have them in my description. If I don't, I will make sure to link them in there, but I believe I have tagged them in my description as well. This is Brandon Dean Hummel. I've shared this on my community wall as well as my Facebook. I don't think Brandon has been located yet, unfortunately.
No, he is still missing. He's one of those that has been missing for over a year at this point. Case has gone cold. He didn't get a lot of coverage because he is native. I've covered the case a couple of times over on my channel, I believe, and we just need to get his face out as much as possible. His family is worried sick about him, so...
Yeah, and I have seen your videos, and I have shared that out, and I appreciate you doing that. Let's see here. Okay, so we have Brandon Dean Hummel, age 28. He is an American Indian Alaskan Native male. He has brown eyes and brown short hair. He's between 5'11" and 6 feet tall, 180 pounds. His identifying characteristics are a scar on his right jaw and cheek. Normally, he has a trimmed mustache and goatee. As far as tattoos, he has several tattoos on his right arm, barbed wire on his right shoulder, a skeleton on his left hand and fingers, and a few small tattoos on his face. He was last seen at his home near South Wilson Lane and West Artesian Road. He left without his phone, tablet, clothes, and shoes. He's enrolled in the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma, missing from Atoka, Oklahoma, since January 24th of 2024. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Brandon Dean Hummel, please reach out to the Choctaw Nation Light Horse Police Department at 580-920-7000, or you can contact Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477 to remain anonymous. There is a case number 24-05773. He does have a NamUs missing persons number. I was trying to see if there was any further information. Let me see if I can get that NamUs profile for you guys. And I'll drop it in the chat for you. Give me 1 second and I'll look that up. I feel like we're at an all-time high of seeing people that are missing this year. I have never seen so many people missing as I have today. As soon as I wake up, I'm just overwhelmed with how many people are missing across the United States, much less how the people that I'm not aware of that are missing worldwide.
Oh, it's insane. And then, you know, I try to post some of the flyers out of Canada and some out of Australia because I've got viewers there too. So I'll go pull those and post them to my community wall. I mean, it's crazy how many are missing worldwide.
Okay, I just dropped that link in the chat. And that way you guys can click on that if you're interested about that case. Leviathan, Lord of the Labyrinth, Aries. You and your name changes. Just take me out. Thank you for being here, Aries. I hope that you're doing well. I've been thinking of you. CRG, Arsenio does look like a scary person on that one flyer, didn't he? He really did. So if you see this flyer for Brandon Dean Hummel, please share this out. And again, all the credit for this flyer goes to Stolen Spirit, MMIWG. Nicole was in the chat earlier, and she is with the channel. And Nicole, we appreciate all of the work that you're doing to advocate for missing Indigenous people on your platform. And we appreciate you being here. If you're not subscribed over there on their Facebook or YouTube channel, please go check them out and show them some support. I like the name change, Hoodie and a Crowbar. Farq says, Duchess, I know there is a lot more people in the U.S. than Australia. We have 2,300 people missing all up. U.S. has 2,300 go missing in a day. I can't get my head around it. Yes, it is. It is frightening. It is frightening.
And it is the statistic is every 40 seconds someone in America goes missing, and it's alarming.
Yeah. Hey, Lila. It's so good to see you, love. Hope you're good. Hey, Nicole. You're very welcome, and we appreciate everything that you guys do. If there's ever anything that we can help you out with, we're happy to do that. I was really glad to see Arctic, you know, and you guys working together, covering these cases. We can do, it takes a village. It really does. We just have to continue to try to work together. We got to strive to do better and be better. We got to elevate all of the voices. All right, our next flyer is Jarek Rowdy Parks. And he's missing out of Chickasaw, Hughes County, Oklahoma. Or he could be in Arkansas. This says Jarek Rowdy Parks was last seen at approximately 6 p.m. on April the 1st of 2025, leaving his residence south of Ada, Oklahoma. He was wearing a blue long-sleeve shirt, cinch blue jeans, a black hat, and dark-colored Hey Dude shoes. Jarek is possibly in Hughes County, Oklahoma, or in Arkansas. He's 17 years old. He is a Native American male. Tribal affiliation is Chickasaw. He has brown hair and brown eyes. He's 6 feet 1 inches tall and weighs 180 pounds. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Jarek Rowdy Parks, you can contact the Chickasaw Light Horse Police Department at 580-436-1166. Hoodie and a Crowbar, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. I really appreciate you supporting the mission here. It really means a lot to me. If you received a membership from Hoodie and a Crowbar, please thank her. We have 5 more new members. Who got a pass this time? CRG, welcome, Chris. Jules, Warrior Mom, Cinda Kane, Snurk32. Welcome to the Dutch Bus, guys. Okay, next up we have Jeremy Scott Reagan, and he's been missing since August the 27th of 2022 from Forest Park, Lexington, Oklahoma. I'm going to have to look and see if I have any information on Jeremy. I'm sure you probably did a video on pretty much everybody that's missing in Oklahoma. I feel like you probably have everybody covered on him. Is there anything that stands out in particular? I know there is a Facebook group called Bring Jeremy Reagan Home. And I think he has some of his kids in the group over there. Looks like Jeremy was born April 2nd of 1982. He's 43 years old now. He has a nameless missing persons number. He's a Caucasian male, 5 feet 6 inches tall, 195 to 205 pounds. He has brown hair. His hair length was last buzzed. Looks like he has a goatee in the pictures that are on this flyer, and he has blue eyes. And the location he was last seen was at his home in Forest Park, Oklahoma. His truck was later found at the Lexington Wildlife Management area. He was last seen wearing a yellow t-shirt and brown cargo shorts, and he wears glasses and hearing aids, and he has multiple tattoos on his neck, his right hand, his arms, legs, and back. And there is a QR code on here where you can get his specific information about his missing case. But I know that his kids are actively searching for him in their group, Bring Jeremy Reagan Home. So, you know, I think it would be really good to share out that group. If any of you guys are in Oklahoma or you're interested in researching into this case, you can go over there and check this group out if you are interested in that kind of stuff. I'm going to actually drop that link to the Facebook group in the chat. If you guys are interested in going over there and looking into a deeper dive into what's going on in Jeremy Scott Reagan's case. His family and friends are just continuing to search for him in hopes that they can bring him home. So, but I think his kids are just very concerned about him being out there because they don't know what's happened to their dad. Very sad and scary. Hey, row to row. Hi, Cheryl Andy. Hope you're doing good. Thank you for being here. I hope you're well. Hi, AP. Good to see you. And next, we have Carl Dale Bonner. And Carl has a name as missing persons number 2, and I'm going to drop that in the chat for you guys in case you're interested in looking into that. Let me get over here and post that. It looks like that Carl Dale Bonner is a white male. He was last seen October the 1st of 2024 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He is 64 years old. He has blue eyes and gray hair, 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighs 200 pounds. You can see the name of missing person number here that I dropped in the chat is on this flyer. This flyer was created by See Me OKC, and they are on Facebook. Carl was last seen in Tulsa on October 1st of 2024 and is known to be a transient in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And that's pretty much all of the information that even the NamUs has. So if you have any information about Carl Bonner, please contact the Tulsa Police Department at 918-596-9143. And the case number is on this flyer, and you can ask for Detective Yurton. And again, this flyer is by See Me OKC. Now, this next flyer that I have is a flyer that I made. This is for missing teen Paisley Beavers, who is still actively missing. I made this flyer when she first went missing. I saw her grandmother posting on there, concerned about her granddaughter that was missing. And she was last seen March 13th of 2025 at 8 p.m. at her home in McLeod, Oklahoma. Paisley is 16 years old. She has blonde hair and blue eyes, but sometimes she dyes her hair blue, as seen in this AI photograph that her grandmother and family made themselves. They actually took Paisley's photo and changed her hair color because this is a hair color that is very common for her. And in case she dyed her hair, they wanted you guys to know what it might look like. So I did not actually create this photo. This was actually created by the family, and I just added it to this flyer. She does have blue eyes. She's 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighs 115 pounds. And the Pottawatomie County Sheriff's Office, did I even say that right? Arctic, Pottawatomie, is that how you say it?
It's Potawatomi.
Lord, these names are cracking me up. Is attempting to locate a missing 16-year-old juvenile. Paisley was last seen at 8 p.m. on Thursday, March 13th of 2025 at her home near Highway 1028, Hazel Deli Road in McLeod, Oklahoma. It is believed that Paisley is traveling with a 19-year-old male. They were last seen on March the 14th, walking down Hara from McLeod and pulling a red wagon with supplies in it. Paisley was last seen wearing a black Led Zeppelin shirt with green and blue plaid PJ bottoms. In the bottom picture here, I have featured a photograph of that 19-year-old, and that is her boyfriend, Jaden Walker.
Now, I did see an update from the family. They did get communication with Paisley. Hold on a second. Let's see here. This was on the 23rd of March. They made an update, said that they had spoke with her, but they still do not know her location.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. So how do they know that she's safe if they don't know where she is?
Well, they didn't say that she was safe per se, but they said that they did feel some sense of relief after talking to her on the phone that it wasn't the win that they wanted, but they feel like they're getting closer to finding her.
I see. Okay. I just looked at another update on Paisley Beavers. And I do have somebody's post that says that she's still missing. But then I also have somebody else that says that she is been found safe. And it says found safe. That concerns me because it's hard to really know. I do hope that she is safe.
Well, I know what happens in too many of these cases is they'll make contact with the family and people will start saying that they've been found safe. To me, they're not found safe until they're back home with their family.
Right. Well,
especially a 16-year-old child with a 20-year-old man.
okay. Yeah, I see Nick Beaves' update about that. They still miss her. Don't know the quite exact location, but they feel they're getting closer and they appreciate everybody's support. So I do hope that she will return home. Yeah, that is concerning, Peekaboo. I agree with you. All right. The next flyer that I have is Promise Mary Marie Hutton. She's listed in NCMEC as missing since March the 20th of 2025. And I'm going to have to go over and double check to see if her case is still active. So let me go check on that real quick and see. I've got so many tabs open right now because of all these cases. So let me go over here and put her name in and see if she comes up in the system. because we always like to get good reports if somebody's been found safe. And we've already had one of those tonight. Thank goodness. Promise is still missing. And she does have an NCIC number. Missing out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Again, since March 20th of 2025. 14 years old. And she is a female. And both of the photos that you see here on this flyer are of Promise Hutton. If you have any information, you can reach out to the Tulsa Police Department at 918-596-9222. Or you can always call the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children at 1-800-THE-LOST. And that number is 1-800-843-5678. Hey, Dandelion, it's good to see you. Hope you're well. Our next flyer is Jared Brown. This flyer is provided by the Aware Foundation of Virginia. We appreciate all the work Kenny Geralds does getting out awareness for missing people.
Absolutely. And this is another one.
Another cold
He's been missing for, oh gosh, I think he went missing in 2018. But yeah, I mean, it's another one that's been throwing cold. It's not getting any coverage. No one's talking about it anymore except for the folks there locally. So
yeah, and I see that Jared Brown actually has a Charlie Project link, and I'm going to drop that in the chat for anyone who's interested. We have a lot of people that like to go down rabbit holes and things like that. So, and I see, of course, Arctic Fox and his video. He also has a Nameless Missing Person, and I'll also drop his Nameless Missing Person link in the chat as well. So let me get over here and drop that link. The date of last contact for Jared Brown was June 14th of 2018. He's 39 years old. He has brown hair and brown eyes. He's 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighs 180 pounds. Several pictures here of Jared Brown on this flyer. Jared Asher Brown was last seen leaving his residence north of Durant, Oklahoma on June 14th of 2018. He was wearing a royal blue shirt, khaki shorts, and Puma tennis shoes. He has sleeves of tattoos on his arms. He is known to frequent casinos in Love County in the Thackerville area. If you have any information, please contact the Bryan County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigation Division at the number below, or email the Bryan County CID at gmail.com. And that number is listed at the bottom of this flyer, 580-924-3000. He went missing when he was 39 years old, but he's currently 45, according to his NamUs. Durant, Oklahoma, again, is in Bryan County. And it looks like he has a tattoo on his left arm of a sun and the name Jayden, Jayden. He also has a tattoo on his left calf that's tribal. He has a tattoo on his abdominal area that says True, TRU. He has a tattoo on his back with a panther, tribal, oriental. And he has a tattoo on his right arm of a Harley logo that has tribal in it as well.
Things that scares me is that he goes to those casinos in Thackerville, and there have been some bad things happen. Well, Thackerville has a bad reputation to begin with, but there's been people robbed and kidnapped out of those casinos in Thackerville.
Yeah, he does look older, Elizabeth. I mean, we don't know if you know, all the things in play. I don't know if he has addiction issues. I mean, you know, those things are not told about, but there could be different factors at play that could, you know, we just don't have that information. I do hope he is safe. If you see this flyer, please do share it around. And again, this flyer is provided by the Aware Foundation of Virginia. They are on Facebook, and their link is tagged in the description of my video.
We all can't be as lucky as Dutchie and be 50 years old and look 30.
Not hardly. I wish that was the case. I embrace my wrinkles. They're my laugh lines because of all the faces that I make on YouTube. It's true. It's true. By the way, before I share another flyer, I just want to say I want to give a shout out today to Jess. Granny's watching because she won her lawsuit today against in the RICO. And I just wanted to give a shout out to her because I know that has to be very stressful being named in this slap lawsuit situation. So I just wanted to give her a congratulations on that because I don't think that she deserved to be involved in anything like that. And none of this should be happening under you know, the name of a missing child. So I just wanted to touch on that. Oh, I think I had a lag there for a second. Can you guys hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I think my Wi-Fi like blinked out for a second. Can you hear me okay, Arctic?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
I just saw my StreamYard get stuck for like 10 seconds. The timer on my live stream just stopped. And it stopped and I counted and I was like, is it going to start back? And then all of a sudden it jumped. So
Man, it's probably StreamYard being StreamYard.
Well, that's probably true. But anyway, I just want to give a shout out to her because that's not how we roll over here. We're going to keep rolling out the facts, and that's all we can do is just keep our wits about us. It was my eye roll, Elizabeth, that caused the whole internet to break down. That's possible. Anything's possible at this point. All right, well, we're halfway through the live stream. So I don't even know if we've cracked a dent in the cases that we got, but I do want to go ahead and get you guys to, we're going to take, now I can only put 4 states into a poll at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and take 4 states to put into the poll tonight so that we can start voting on what state we're going to cover next week. So I'm going to go over here and pull up my chat on my YouTube so that I can start a poll. So Arctic Fox is right on it. Arkansas definitely needs to have some coverage. So we've got one state. We got Arkansas. We've got Missouri. We've got Alaska. And we've got Kansas. Okay, guys. See, listen, you snooze, you lose. The first 4 that I'm taking the first 4. Now, I'm going to take 4 more and we're going to narrow it down. But let's vote on the first 4. So let me get over here. I'm still waiting on my chat to come up on this video. Come on. There we go. No, we don't want to do makeup. Go back to my live stream. Okay, here we go now. Let me get over here to... We got to get off top chat. If you're on top chat, make sure you switch to all chat. Don't be like me and stay on top chat because then you'll miss half the conversation because that's how I roll. All right, we're going to start a poll. And this is going to be for next Thursday. State. And so let me put these into this. Hold, please. Let's see. I saw Arkansas. I saw Kansas. And I think I saw Alaska. And wasn't it Missouri?
Missouri.
Missouri.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Keep me straight, Arctic. Keep me straight. All right. We're starting the poll. Starting now. You guys go vote. This one will head off against the next 4, and then you guys will vote it down. And that's who we're going to cover next Thursday. So we're going to continue to cover some other cases. I'm going to let you vote. I'll come back to this in, I don't know, about 10 minutes. We'll cover a few flyers. I'll go check the poll. And then we'll take the next 4 states. We'll vote it out and let the subscribers pick where we're going next. All right. Back on the Dutch bus. Back on the Dutch bus. Everybody get your seatbelts and your helmets and all that stuff on. We're getting back on the bus now. All right, next case. We have Dustin Cole Clark missing out of Stillwater, Oklahoma. Dustin is a white male, age 20, 5 feet 9 inches tall to 5'10", 160 to 180 pounds. Brown hair with red tints, hazel eyes, has multiple scars and a left eyebrow piercing. He vanished in December of 2018. He also has a NamUs missing persons number. Let me see if I can grab that NamUs link for y'all. Let's see. Dustin Clark. All right. Let me grab this link for you. And I'm going to drop that in the chat for Dustin. And don't forget to hit the like button and share this out, guys. And don't forget to ring your notification bell. We go live on Mondays for Missing Flyer Monday. And then on Thursdays, we do our individual state lives. Dustin was last seen by his parents in Stillwater. His communication with them halted sometime around December of 2018. Wanted to look and see if there was any additional information that might be listed on his NamUs profile. It looks like the scars on his face are from acne. He has a scar on his sternum that's about 1 inch. He has a human bite mark on his right ear. I think that's a pretty definitive scar. You can't miss somebody with a human bite mark on their right ear, right? He's got a scar above his hairline, above the front scalp, and that scar on the sternum that I told you about. He's got that left eyebrow piercing. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Dustin Cole Clark, please reach out to Payne County Sheriff's Office at 405-372-4522. All right, your helmet's tightened up. You might have to get on your waders too. You were typing as I was calling states. Well, we'll take 4 more here in a minute, Paula. We'll get you in there. We'll get you in there in a minute. You miss Cash? I miss Cash too. I hope he's doing okay. I haven't seen him in a little bit, but I hope he's all right. Hey, Dreams. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing good. Wait, I'm handing you the Windex. Wait a minute. You're licking the windows? Don't do that. No wonder you're getting the Windex. Now she's drinking the Windex. Oh, that's probably not good. We don't. You think, oh, yeah, that's right. He did go to Japan. Well, Kasha, if you're listening to this on the rewind, I hope that you're having a wonderful time in Japan. My aunt is Japanese Filipino, and she grew up in Okinawa, and it's a beautiful place there. I hope you're having a wonderful time, my friend. If you guys have any questions about any of these flyers, let me know in the chat. I'm trying to drop you guys links so that if you want to go down a rabbit hole and look into any of these cases and want to share out their information, you'll have access to it. And I think this is another cold. This is a very cold case.
That's one of the coldest cases I've covered on my channel. It's out of Oklahoma. It's a crazy case. There was a lot of speculation against the husband when she went missing. I did a premiere on this one and went as deep into it as I could.
That sounds like that's interesting. If you want to get that link and drop it in the chat for people to go watch, I think they might be very interested in that. I'm going to drop the Nameless Missing Persons link if they want to go over there and look at that. But if you can grab your video link, I bet people might like to hear about that. If we weren't on such a limited time span to share out all of these faces, I would definitely play it. Maybe we can, when we do a part 2, maybe we can, do a deep dive and talk about some of these cold cases, because I'm really interested in a lot of the cold cases, because a lot of these people are forgotten, Arctic, and people quit talking about them and they're still missing, and their family doesn't have closure.
Exactly. I mean, that's why I've been trying to cover at least one cold case per week on my channel in addition to the current cases, because the cold cases are the ones that really aren't getting any coverage at all anymore. Everyone's forgotten all about those when the next case comes along.
Yeah, I've been working on I've been researching some other cold cases that are local to me in South Carolina, and I'm going to be putting up some videos on a couple of cold cases that I've been looking into, because we still need to continue to shine a light on those cases that no one is talking about anymore. So let me drop this Nameless link for Carol. She's been missing out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma since May 31st of 1958, guys. She was 19 years old when she went missing. Carol was 5 feet 5 inches tall, about 115 pounds, missing out of OKC Moore, Oklahoma. She currently would be 86 years old, guys. Carol was last seen May 31st, 1958 at 3:35 p.m. waiting for a bus outside the Crown Motel in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. She planned to take the bus to the Naval Air Technical Training Center where her husband worked, so they could travel to Norman, Oklahoma to look for an apartment. However, she never boarded the bus and was never seen again. Carol and her husband, 18-year-old Dennis E. Batterman, were high school sweethearts from Westchester, Illinois, who had married just 2 weeks earlier. The night before she disappeared, Carol wrote to her parents expressing happiness in her marriage. She left behind her luggage, clothing, jewelry, and $100 in cash at their motel. A witness reported seeing a gray pickup truck, possibly a 1953 Ford, stop near Carol. The driver, described as a slender-built man around 40 years old, wore khaki clothing and a Western-style straw hat. Carol was seen talking to him beside the open truck door. When the witness looked away and back, both Carol and the truck were gone. It's unclear if she entered the vehicle willingly. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Carol Batterman, please reach out to Cleveland County Sheriff's Office at 405-701-8888. What a scary case. Leilani says she's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Thank you for being here, Leilani. We appreciate you. We're just trying to shine a light on some of these cases in your area. Hey, Dr. V, good morning. Hope you're well. Hey, Shelly M, it's so good to see you. I hope you're doing good. Appreciate you being here. Y'all don't forget to hit the like button. Helps these cases get into the algorithm so more people can see their faces and get the facts about these cases. And Arctic, were you able to drop your link on your video?
Yeah, I did put in chat. I'll put it in there again, though. Hold on a second.
Oh, I see it now. Okay. Thank you for dropping that. People might be very interested to, hear a more in-depth video. Yes, and she is. Isn't she pretty? Listen, even in 1958, y'all, nefarious things were happening. There's Arctic's video right there. If you guys go up and chat, you can click on that link and save it to watch later. Because that's what I do usually in the evenings when I'm trying to get ready for bed. I just put on Arctic's videos, Cold Case Crystal, Nonsense, Chica, whoever has done a live that I need to get all the information on Mind of Monsters. And I just lay my phone down and do all my things so I can try to take in all the information so I can be sure to share it out. So I do hope there will be information. Somebody will come forward because Carol deserves justice. 86 years young. And it sounds like nobody ever came forward. But the Lord says, vengeance is mine. So if there's not justice here on earth, then he will get his vengeance in the end. If something nefarious happened to her. So the next case we have is Tyler Ty Shepard. And let me see here. Now, according to this, I have that Tyler Shepard has been located safe. Last seen February 25th of 2025. The update came in, it looks like March the 4th. Tyler was located safe, according to Hunt Investigative and Intelligence Services. Found safe. So that's a great update. And I'm going to copy the link to this and I'm going to drop it in the chat so that you guys can go over there and take a look at that. It's always good to have references. Christina said, we didn't have DNA in the 50s. That's exactly right. And this is why it's important if you see something, say something. I can't tell you how many times I've been walking down the road and see something that seems off to me. And I just wonder how many times somebody has actually witnessed something happening, whether it's someone abusing a child, someone abusing someone who's elderly, domestic violence, somebody being bullied, and just turned and walked the other way because they didn't want to get involved. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that that's true. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, I don't want to get involved in that. And they just turn a blind eye. When they
we had a case. We had a case here in town. One of my friends saw someone getting beat up in a parking lot. He called law enforcement. Law enforcement took over an hour to respond to the scene. By the time law enforcement arrived, the person that had done the beating was gone, and the person that had gotten beat up was no longer of this earth. He had been found deceased.
Yeah, if, never approach somebody and try to, if you think you can approach someone and intervene in a critical situation, I don't necessarily advise that because you could put yourself in danger, but don't turn a blind eye. Call 911. Call law enforcement. Tell them what you've seen. Tell them you want to report anonymous if you fear. But don't be afraid to stand up for somebody else because they may not can call out for help. You might be their only hope. So I'm glad Tyler was found safe, for sure. Our next flyer is Gary Brandon Moore, who's missing out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. This flyer is by See Me OKC. See if we got any updates on Gary Brandon Moore. Excuse me. I see he has a name as missing persons number. So I am going to, not now, Screwball. Sorry, I'm getting texts while I'm trying to click on links. Lord. Okay, hang on. This is the NamUs for Gary. If I can stay on this chat, I've got way too many screens open. Okay, here's the link for him. There we go.
Yeah, there was a person that allegedly came forward in January and said they may have seen him over by Tinker Air Force Base in Midwest City, but law enforcement was never able to confirm that sighting.
Okay. It looks like Gary was 43 years old. That's his current age. When he went missing, he was 43 as well because he went missing December 24th of 2024. He has blue eyes and red auburn hair. He's 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighs 200 pounds. He has a NamUs missing persons number. I dropped the link in the chat. The details are that Gary was last in contact with his family on December 24th, and no one has seen or heard from him since. There was a possible spotting in MWC near Douglas and Northeast 17th. Arctic, can you tell me what MWC is?
That's Midwest City, Oklahoma.
Got it. Okay. Let's see if there's any further information that I can give you guys that's on his NamUs. It says that he's not had any contact with his friends or family since that time. No particular distinct features or anything that stands out according to this. The case owner is the Oklahoma City Police Department. If you have any information on Gary Moore, you can reach out to them at 405-297-1129. Detective Lowry. If you see this flyer, please share it around. And again, this flyer is provided by See Me OKC. They are a group on Facebook.
Yeah, actually, they are holding a rally for the missing on the state capitol there in Oklahoma on the 23rd of April at the Capitol building on Lincoln Boulevard. So if you're in the area and you'd like to attend that rally, that would be great.
That is amazing. In fact, let me see here. I want to go over here to, let me see. And just so that anybody that may want to check them out, there's people that really don't do Facebook anymore, but I'm on all the different social media platforms. This is See Me OKC. They got 22,000 followers over there. And this is the annual event. that you're talking about?
Yes,
Second
ma'am.
annual Missing Persons Awareness Event on the Capitol steps, April 23rd of 2025 at 12:30 p.m. This year, we are collecting stuffed animals to represent the number of missing. Following the event, the stuffed animals will travel to law enforcement agencies statewide. During calls where children are present, law enforcement shares a stuffed animal to comfort a child. Additionally, for anyone donating stuffed animals for the event, I will make one of the weekly reels with a song of your choice. If you have a missing loved one, this event is for you. I want to encourage you to bring a poster of your loved one to share. I hold this event not to only bring awareness of nearly 700 folks that are missing in Oklahoma, but for the families to come together and share their story and tips for keeping calm while in the storm. We will have a couple of speakers, and there will be an opportunity to ask questions about missing person databases and procedures from local law enforcement and private investigators. Indigenous investigators will be present as well, which I think is wonderful. At the Capitol, you're free to visit representatives and advocate for much needed attention. Please join us to show our elected officials that the missing community members matter, and we want law enforcement to receive additional funding and tools to find our missing people. And here is their flyer for that event right here, which I think is amazing. And we appreciate everything that CME-OKC does to keep the factual awareness and giving platforms to families struggling to find their missing loved ones. We appreciate all the work that they're doing. If you are interested in following them on Facebook, I will, I don't know if I put that link in my description, but I will go over and grab this link for you guys. And if you're interested in checking out their platform on Facebook, I will drop their link in the chat. There we go. No worries, Michelle. I have an early appointment too, so I understand. All right. Let's see. Let me get back up here. I gotta find my place. Let me go over here and check our poll. Where are we at so far? 41% Arkansas. I think I'm going to end it out there because I think it's Arkansas's in the race. So I'm going to start another poll, and I'm going to need 4 more states. So Arctic, I'm going to let you tell me what the next 4 states are going to be that we're going to vote on, and that's what it's going to be for the next poll, and then we're going to have a runoff between those 2. So live next Thursday, if you have a state that you want to see covered. We've already done Kansas. We voted Kansas, Arkansas, Missouri, and Alaska, and Arkansas won. So I need 4 more states to put into the poll. All right, so where are we going now? What's the next one? I think somebody said, let me get back over here in the chat.
We've got Colorado, Pennsylvania. I said Texas, and then Heidi said Arizona.
All right, so Colorado and Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Okay.
Texas and Arizona.
Texas and Arizona. Boy, Texas is going to be busy too. Texas and Arizona. Arizona's going to have a lot for sure. For sure. All right. Start the poll. Y'all go over there and vote now. MindofMonsters gathered New Hampshire, Oregon, Kentucky, and Pennsylvania. Those were the ones she gathered. Hey, nonsense. Well, if we have to duke it out 3 ways, we can. Yeah, I was thinking, I couldn't remember, but I was thinking New Hampshire was said. Y'all go vote it out. I think Texas was in the running last time. I think it was Ohio and Texas. Or maybe it was Oklahoma and Texas, and maybe Oklahoma beat Texas out. Looks like Texas is taking off right now. So y'all going to vote on that. We're going to cover some more flyers, and we'll go back to that here in a minute. Next, we have Jeffrey Wayne Grass. Jeffrey is a 61-year-old African-American male, it looks like. Let me see if it says on here. No, it actually doesn't give his race on here. He's from Shawnee, Oklahoma, 61 years old, 5'6" to 5'8" tall, 167 to 170 pounds, black graying hair, brown eyes, has multiple tattoos, left eye is missing. He went missing from Shawnee, Oklahoma on January 9th of 2023. He was last seen wearing a black jacket and black sweatpants. His 2004 Chevy Venture is also unaccounted for. And I do believe he is a missing indigenous. Yes, MMIP. Here it is at the bottom, right here, on the bottom of the flyer. Let me get my mouse down here. Very tiny. You can see it right here. So this is a missing indigenous person. Here is a 2004 Chevrolet Venture, which is a minivan. And it has a missing driver's side handle on that minivan. Let me see if I can find any information on Jeffrey Grass. Are you familiar with this case at all?
I've done a short on it, but that's about it.
I think somebody told me he was in the missing and murdered group. He does have a NamUs case, so I'm going to drop that for him now. For anybody that's interested. If you have any information about Jeffrey Wayne Grass, you can contact the Shawnee Police Department at 405-273-2121. And again, he was
just we have an Amber Alert that just hit. I just forwarded the information to you.
Okay. I will go over and check it out. Let me get over here and see what we got. All right, I found a news article on it. Let me see what we got here. This is out of Missouri. Listen, I have butchered every other name I've said tonight. Go ahead, Arctic. Tell me how you say it.
Cape Girardeau.
Cape Girardeau?
Yep.
Okay. An Amber Alert has been issued in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. According to the Missouri State Highway Patrol, the alert included a vehicle described as a gray newer Nissan Sentra with Arkansas license plate ACK RITE. I guess that's act right. You better act right. According to Lieutenant Joseph Hann with the Cape Girardeau Police Department, the child is a 5-year-old female. It's believed that the vehicle is traveling to Sikeston, Missouri. Hans says Sykeston DPS has been notified and they are investigating as well. This is a first alert breaking story, and this was put out 10 minutes ago. I don't think we actually have a video or anything. Let me see if there's any other information that comes up on this. Let me.
If you check your Discord, I sent something.
Yeah, I can't pull my Discord up on my laptop for some reason. It's got me blocked, and I'm trying to figure out how to.
Let me send it to you on Facebook.
Yeah, send it to me on Facebook. I can get it on there. I don't know what the deal is with my Discord. It's mad at me. It does not want to do what I want it to do. Let me see if it's on the NCMEC Amber Alert site. Because if it just went out 10 minutes ago, it may not be uploaded yet. And of course it's not. I just went to NCMEC and it is not active on there yet. So I just want to show that right now. This is the Amber Alerts, and there are no active Amber Alerts yet. So it just has not been uploaded yet.
All right, if you check Facebook Messenger, it should be there.
Okay, going over now. We appreciate y'all being patient. Anytime we have an active missing child alert, like an Amber Alert, I like to go ahead and just, share that out actively, because that's a critical case that is happening. And 48 hours, that's the golden hour, guys. Like, that is the time frame that is necessary to try to find a missing person or child. That's called the golden hour. And that is so very important. So, but I know you guys already understand that. All right, we've got it pulled up. So let me share my screen here. All right. Here we go. Active Amber Alert, Missouri State Highway Patrol. Last updated 4/17 at 9:21:48 p.m. and that would be Central Standard Time. Website will be updated as more information becomes available. They do not have a picture of the child yet. So hopefully they will be getting that uploaded soon. This is a WEA notification, Region 5, Troop E. The address is 2800 Wagner Street, Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Westbound on Themis Street from Hazel Drive. Kelsey Wheeler, black female, age 5, black hair, brown eyes. A black Easter outfit is the clothing. No identifying features listed. Wanted, last seen here with Markela Williamson, black female, age 35. Black hair, brown eyes, 5 feet, 11 inches tall, unknown clothing, in a gray Nissan Sentra with the license plate Acrite, Arkansas plate, sedan 4-door. The vehicle is displaying a possible stolen license plate. Non-custodial mother took the child from her guardian. So hopefully we will be able to get a picture up on this active Amber Alert, and we'll get that shared out to you guys on our social media as soon as it comes through. Yes, age 5. Age 5 nonsense. So if you guys see this flyer, I'm waiting for the Amber Alert website. I'm sure Arctic will be making a video. So we just want to get
I will,
that
as soon as we get a picture of the child, hopefully they'll be releasing that soon.
Yeah. Listen, I can't believe how many times they've put out alerts and they don't even have a picture of the baby. It's kind of disheartening how many kids I see on NCMEC every single day that I go to make a flyer and there's not even a picture of the missing child. And I'm like, you have to be kidding me right now.
It's absurd. I was like, why put out an Amber Alert if you're not going to give us a picture of what the child even looks like?
Yeah, I agree. All right, the next flyer that I have is Billy Shane Jenkins, missing out of Wagner, Oklahoma. Billy is 42 years old. He's 5 feet 10 inches tall, 185 pounds. He has brown eyes and brown hair, and I see that he's got a name as missing persons number as well. So let me see if I can go over here and grab that link for you. There it is. Easy. Snag it. And I'll drop that in chat. Billy Shane Jenkins drives a green 2014 Chevrolet Camaro, expired Oklahoma tags BIU 506, missing since November 1st of 2017. This looks like another cold case. If you have any information, you can contact the Wagner County Sheriff's Office at 918-485-3124. Billy Shane Jenkins is a male, and he is Asian. According to his NamUs profile, he went missing when he was 42 years old, but he is now 50 years old. It says Billy Shane Jenkins was living with his parents in Wagner, Oklahoma area until late 2017. He left home after a dispute and said he was going on vacation. His sister talked to him on the phone in January of 2018, but nobody has seen or heard from him again since that time. He was last seen driving that 2014 green Chevrolet Camaro. That tag expired in 2017, and it's not been renewed or transferred. The report was filed in 2019 for his missing persons report, and the records show that last law enforcement interaction was for a traffic infraction by a police department in November of 2017, but he has not been seen or heard from since.
And that's alarming to me anytime they take over a year to file the missing persons report. I mean, that's just a huge red flag to me.
Yeah, I agree. Not yet, Taylor. I haven't covered them, but they are on here. Next, we have Logan Tucker. And this is another cold case. And I'm sure Logan has got a NamUs as well. I'm going to see if I can go over here and pull that up while I'm over here on the NamUs website. Yep, there it is right there. And I'll drop that in the chat.
And I also put my video to Logan in the chat as well.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Logan's been missing since June 23rd of 2002 from Woodward, Oklahoma. He was born in April 10th, 1996, so he just had a birthday. He went missing when he was 6 years old, but he's currently 28 years old. He's a white male with blonde hair and blue eyes. At the time he went missing, he was 3 feet 6 inches tall and 42 pounds. But if he's 28 years old, he's definitely not that height and weight now. Logan's middle name is Lynn, Lynn. The circumstances, Logan's photo is shown age progressed here on the right. And this, I think this age progression was actually done to 16 years old at that time. He was last seen at his home on June 23rd of 2002, and he is missing under suspicious circumstances. Yeah, this case, that I don't have a good feeling about that.
No, the mother is believed to have unalived him, unfortunately.
Oh, no. That is so very sad. Heartbreaking. Okay, the next case I have is Hector Garcia. And this is also on the Missing and Murdered website as well. And Hector does have a missing person number, so let me share that in the chat with you guys if you're interested. Hector went missing November the 11th of 2022 from Warner, Oklahoma. He went missing when he was 39 years old, but he's currently 41. Hector Robert Garcia, Hispanic Latino male, 5 feet 3 inches tall, 145 pounds, from Muskogee County. Left due to argument with a girlfriend. He did not take any personal property. Last seen walking down eastbound I-40, westbound lane from Warner, Oklahoma. He was wearing a light gray basketball hoodie, light blue jeans, and square-toed Ariat boots. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Hector Garcia, please contact the Warner Police Department at 918-463-3911. Now let me look down here. Let's see. Trying to find. Gosh, I've got so many on here. I just don't know if I'm coming or going. Let me see here. Trying to find these two. Oh, I know I haven't gone past them yet. I'm pretty sure I have them on here. I loaded up as many as I could get on here. This is Molly Miller, missing out of Wilson, Oklahoma. Don't tell me that the other flyer that goes with this did not load up. Because I had both of these together, but I don't see his. Unless I ran out of space and it kicked it out.
If you give me a minute, I can get it for you.
I can go pull it up on Facebook. Because I've got them saved to my phone. Let me go over here and I can look it up. Let me get back over here. I just kicked myself out of my Facebook. So let me get back over here. Yeah, Molly Miller and Colt Haynes. Let me see. This was, if I'm not mistaken, there is still a $45,000 reward. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I know they've officially declared Molly Miller deceased as of 2021, I believe. Is that correct? I believe that's what I saw from KXII News.
Yes, they've declared her dead. There was an update about a year ago where someone claimed they had found a tongue after all these years in a body of water, and that was, yeah, obviously bullshit. So,
Oh my word. A tongue?
oh yeah, yeah.
My
I'm
heavens.
telling you, some of the stuff that people come up with.
This is a picture of Colt Haynes on the left and Molly Miller on the right. Born on April 30th of 96, Molly Miller lived in Oklahoma City with her mother, Colt was born on April 28th of 1992, making him about 4 years older than Molly, and they were introduced to each other about a week before they vanished together. They were traveling in a mutual friend's black 2012 Honda Accord. His name was James Con Nipp, N-I-P-P, on July 7th of 2013. Nipp was known to get into deliberate car chases with cops for fun, as his cousin Joe Russell was the sheriff. On that night around 10:30 p.m., he initiated a police chase on Main Street in Wilson, Oklahoma, by performing a donut in front of a police officer with Colt and Molly seated in the back seat. During the pursuit, with speeds up to 120 miles an hour, officers chasing the vehicle were told to call it off by Nipp's cousin, Sheriff Joe Russell. The vehicle was traveling on Long Hollow Road when the chase ended. They were not aware that there were passengers in the vehicle with Nipp. Nipp took his car to an off-road track on his family's property in a heavily wooded area. After ditching the car, Nipp reportedly went back to his home, abandoning Molly and Colt in the woods. According to reports, Molly tried to call 911 at 12:57 a.m. on July 8th. Dispatchers could only hear numbers being pressed on her phone during the 5-second call. The dispatcher attempted to call the number back, but there was no response. Colt had called one of his friends and told them that he had fallen out of a tree and broken his leg in the process. Colt's friends attempted to find Molly and Colt themselves, but were unsuccessful. They had stopped at Nipp's residence to ask if they could walk across his property to where he had left them in the woods, but he denied them access. Unfortunately, by 10 a.m., both of their cell phones were dead, and neither has been seen since. Molly and Colt were reported missing that morning. However, Sheriff Joe Russell refused to file the report through Love County and told the families that they had to file the report with the Wilson Police Department instead. Detectives found the abandoned Honda 2 weeks later near the site where the police chase ended, but it was devoid of any evidence related to Molly or Colt. Molly's family enlisted the help of Texas EquuSearch to help in the search for Molly and Colt. Several theories about the pair's whereabouts have surfaced. While some believe they skipped town, Nipp reportedly testified that they had gone to Wichita Falls. Another rumor was they might have died from exposure in the woods, or that Molly and Colt were actually murdered. Some disturbing reports suggested that Molly was SA'd and tied to a tree at the end of Long Hollow Road. This was confirmed by a witness who testified that Nipp told her that he and several others had a party with drugs on site, and that they SA'd Molly at that time while she was heavily drugged and had a shock collar around her neck. Oh, my word.
Yeah, and the thing is that James Con Nipp's the nephew of the sheriff, so they never really took this case seriously.
Holy crap. Trigger warning for anybody in the chat. I did not even realize what I was getting myself into. In order to confirm this tip, only Joe Russell had gone to check out the site and later reported that nothing suspicious was found. In March of 2014, Nipp's uncle made an accidental phone call to the police in which Molly Miller's name was mentioned and 2 gunshots were heard at the end of the call. The police, including Joe Russell, were sent to the location, which was just north of Long Hollow Road, to inspect the situation. 3 individuals, all of whom were felons, were found at the site with firearms, but instead of getting charged for it, they only received a ticket for trespassing. In 2016, following an investigation from the FBI, Sheriff Joe Russell pleaded no contest to a misdemeanor, willful omission to perform an official duty. He was also found to have drugs in his residence. Following the charges, Joe Russell resigned from his position. For his crimes, he was sentenced to a year of unsupervised probation and fined $300. Molly was declared legally deceased in 2021, and Colt is still listed as missing. No one has been charged in the disappearance of Molly Miller and Colt Haynes, and Con Nip has been named a person of interest in the case. Operation Find Molly Miller was created by her family members and loved ones to spread awareness about this mysterious case. If you have any information on Molly Miller and Colt Haynes, or you know what happened that day, please contact the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation at 1-800-522-8017, or you can write tips.osbi.ok.gov.
Yeah, there's a lot to this one to unpack, and you could spend days going down rabbit holes. I did a video on it. I tried to condense everything down to about 20 or 30 minutes in the case, but there's so much to it. There's a private investigator that's been working the case for years, and yeah, this is one that I highly recommend that y'all look into and go Google everything, because you'll be going down rabbit holes for days with it.
My gosh, that is quite a case. Taylor, I hope that there comes to be a time where there is resolution and justice in this case. And I know that you reached out to me and asked me if I would share these two. So I just wanted to make sure that I got those covered for you. We still have so many to go. And let me go check over here and see what our poll is on right now. Looks like we're still at 35% Texas. I'm going to end the poll. So it looks like we are going to have a showdown. And that's going to be between, let's see here. That's going to be between Arkansas and Texas. Y'all ready to vote this out? Let me get this poll up here. All right, y'all vote. We're going to keep covering these cases. Next, I have Kara Caudle Cox, 41 years old. This flyer is very difficult to read, so I'm going to have to pull it up on my phone. And let's see here. She also has a NamUs number. So let me grab that link for you. Okay, Kara Marie Caudle Cox is an American Indian, Alaska Native white female. Last seen May 15th of 2022 in Seminole, Arkansas. When she went missing, she was 41 years old. She's currently 44 years of age. She is between 5'3" and 5'5" tall, 130 to 160 pounds. She is enrolled with the Muskogee Creek Nation tribe. Her last contact was on May 15th at approximately 20:44 hours. On June 8th, they received information of a possible sighting of Kara near Joseph City, Arizona. Reporting party advised that they saw a female walking on the back roads of Joseph City on the Westover Bridge on June 3rd of 2022 at approximately 5:30 p.m. or 17:30 hours. She has brown hair. It's straight, longer than shoulders to mid-back, brown eyes, possibly wears glasses for reading. She has pierced earlobes, both ears, and the tops of the ears, which is called a helix piercing. Unknown if it's in both ears. She does have a birthmark on her left shoulder blade, bright purple and raised in a circle. And on the back of her neck, she has a scorpion tattoo on the back of her neck, and a scorpion's tail contains the word Kara. Yikes.
So after her disappearance, she's believed to have left with a long-haul truck driver, and he supposedly left her at a truck stop at a travel center. But his story has changed because initially he said it was in Arizona, and another time he says it's in California. So he doesn't even have his story straight on this, and I do believe that, you know, she met with foul play.
Wow, how sad. Yeah, this does not sound good. According to her NamUs, it says here she does have a tattoo of a green Care Bear on her right upper arm. Unknown clothing. The vehicle that's associated with her is a 2000 Honda Civic Del Sol that's green, license plate LEQ 736, and that tag expired in 2022. The vehicle has been reported as being towed from Love's Travel Stop. Let's see if there's anything else. It's been confirmed as being towed from Love's Travel Stop off Seminole exit off of I-40 May 20th of 2022. Kara would be on foot and possibly trying to hitchhike. And that's all the information that it actually gives on her NamUs profile. If you have any information on Kara's whereabouts or information about her disappearance, you can reach out to the FBI in Tulsa, Oklahoma at 918-664-3300, or you can reach out to the Seminole County Sheriff's Office, and that number is 405-257-5445. And the number on this flyer, I believe, is to Hunt Investigative and Intelligence Services, and their number is 405-259-7474. So if you see this flyer, please do continue to share it around. All right, next we've got Terry Woodman. Let's see if I have any extra information I can give you on Terry Woodman. Looks like there is a NamUs missing persons number for her, so let me drop that in the chat for y'all. Terry Woodman is a white female, last seen on September 20th of 2022 from Wright City, Oklahoma. She went missing when she was 60 years old. She would currently be 62. Terry is about 4 feet 11 inches tall, 115 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. Missing from McCurtain County, Oklahoma. 60-year-old Terry Woodman and Timothy Woodman went missing from Wright City on September 20th of 2022. Before they vanished, she mentioned a visit to family in California without specifying a date. A neighbor observed their departure but didn't know their destination. Both her and her relative Timothy haven't been seen since. She drives a white 2010 Chrysler Town and Country minivan with the Oklahoma plate CH67126. If you have any information on her whereabouts, you can reach out to the Wright City Police Department at 580-981-2238. And again, this is from Missing and Murdered the Great Plains website on Facebook. The next case we have is Kylie Fish, missing out of Dale City, Oklahoma. Last seen on March the 9th of 2025. Kylie is 17 years old. She has blue eyes and brown auburn hair. She's 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighs 120 pounds. This flyer was created by See Me OKC. She does have a name as missing persons number. See if I can get over here and get you guys that information. Y'all have to excuse me. I still got this virus. I just now started on my antibiotics, so. Okay, I'm going to drop Kylie's NamUs profile here for you. Kylie left her home on March the 9th of 2025 to go to a friend's house. She sent a text stating she was going to Lake Thunderbird with friends on March 14th of 2025. She was last seen wearing a black hoodie and black and pink pajamas with black shoes, and no one has seen or spoke to her since. I know, 11:30 is my alarm nonsense. I did set myself an alarm so I could get up in the morning. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Kylie Fish, missing out of Dale City, Oklahoma, please call 405-677-2443. And again, this flyer is featured by See Me OKC. And next we have Erin Ray Allison Ritchie Womack. She's a white female. Green eyes, 90 pounds, 5 feet 2 inches tall. 39 years old. She's been missing since Wednesday, April the 2nd, leaving St. Francis Children's Hospital in Tulsa, Oklahoma at 61st and Yale. See if I have any information on Erin. See if she has a NamUs profile. She does not. Just trying to see if I can find anything on her, but I'm not really seeing anything. Are you familiar with anything about this case?
No, I had stumbled across her flyer one day when I was scrolling through missing groups, and that's how it ended up in Discord. I'm trying to see if there's been any updates or anything. Give me just a second.
I'm looking. And I can't find anything on this person. Let me try looking under Aaron Ritchie. Nope, I still don't see anything. Let me know if you find anything. According to this flyer, you can call or text with any information Angela Sims or Nicole Morris at the phone numbers on this flyer. And again, she's missing out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And if I find out any further information on this missing case, I'll be sure to share it with you guys. I don't even have a year that she went missing on this particular flyer. Or any particular information to go along with it, but I will keep you guys updated. Arctic and I'll look into it. Next, we have Jessica Renee Sherwood. This flyer is provided by Stolen Spirits MMIWG on Facebook and YouTube. Jessica is 35 years old. She's a Native American female with brown eyes and red auburn hair. 5 feet 5 inches tall with weighing 120 pounds, and she's missing from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma since April 1st of 2024. If you have any information about Jessica, you can contact Oklahoma City Police Department at 405-231-2121, or you can contact the anonymous tip line 405-235-7300. Jessica does have a name as missing persons profile. So let me see if I can pull that up for you. All right, let me grab this link and I'm going to drop it in the chat. And please do share these cases out. It really helps to bring awareness for the people, especially the cold cases too. Yeah, Kimber, so many missing and so few answers. It's very sad. Next, we have Larry Cribbs, missing out of Durant, Oklahoma. Larry has a missing persons number 2, so let me go over here and grab that nameless link before I read off his flyer. Arctic, it's weird not having your cat meowing in my ear.
Always don't say that. He's asleep right now, keeping quiet. So
I have the baby in there with her daddy. They're watching TV. That's the only way I can do this. Larry has been missing since May the 30th of 1980. I dropped his nameless link in the chat. He was just 2 years old, y'all, when he went missing. And he would be 47 years old now. This is an older flyer. This is not the most current. This is the most current age progression picture. But Larry would actually be 47 years old today. Larry Dwayne Cribbs is a white male. Of course, his height and weight would not even come into play at this time. This is out of Bryan City, Oklahoma. Larry disappeared while on a camping trip with his family at Lake Texoma in Bryan County, Oklahoma. He's got blonde strawberry hair, blue eyes, a surgical scar from the left side of his chest to the back. And his baby picture is so precious. You can click on his nameless link and be able to see that. If you have any information on what happened to Larry Cribbs, you can reach out to Bryan County Sheriff's Office in Oklahoma at 580-924-3000, or you can contact the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children at 1-800-THE-LOST, which is 1-800-843-5678. And next we have Naraya Davila. This is a Casey alert, endangered missing advisory, at-risk missing person. Naraya is 33 years old. He's 5 feet 7 inches tall, 170 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. He may be driving a white 2018 Hyundai Tucson with Oklahoma plate HYN649. This is not a picture of the actual vehicle. This is just an example. This endangered missing alert has been activated by the Oklahoma Highway Patrol on behalf of the Lindsay Police Department.
Naraya was actually found safe. They located him in Texas.
Oh, praise God, because it says he was possibly suicidal and intoxicated. Oh, my heavens. I'm so glad he was located safe. Thank you for letting me know. That's scary. I'm happy that he was located. All right, next we have Sydney Summers, missing out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Sydney's 29 years old with brown hair and brown eyes, 5 feet 4 inches tall, 160 pounds. The Tulsa Police Department is attempting to locate a missing 29-year-old female, Sydney Pepper Summers. She goes by Pepper. Was last seen March the 12th when she was dropped off for an appointment in Tulsa, Oklahoma. She later contacted the person who dropped her off and let them know she no longer needed a ride home, and she hasn't been seen since. If you have seen, or have any information regarding Pepper's whereabouts, please contact Tulsa Police Department at 918-596-9222. That doesn't sound good. A lot of these cases just don't sound good. Just doesn't give me good vibes.
No. I just looked for updates. She's still missing, unfortunately.
Yeah. If you guys see this flyer, please do share it around. This flyer is provided by the Aware Foundation of Virginia. All right, next up, we have Savannah Standing Bear. Savannah was last seen March the 24th of 2025. Oh, this was a South Dakota one. Sorry, guys. I got an extra one in there for South Dakota, and we'll cover that. I'm going to cover this one on Monday. I don't know why she's in my Oklahoma ones. But if you see this flyer for Savannah Standing Bear missing out of Parmalee, South Dakota, please do share it. And I'll put this flyer out so that you guys can share it out too. Probably when I was going through clicking them, she was probably in the middle of some of these. I think I have some extra ones on there from my last live stream. This was the one flyer that I don't think I was able to read very good. So I'm going to have to go over here to Discord and check on this one so I can read it more clearly. Let me go over here to my Oklahoma chat. OPP, old people problems. The vision.
They didn't even put her name on this flyer.
I just noticed that. I think we're going to have to make her a different flyer, because how good is it if you have a flyer without the person's name on it, right?
Exactly.
It just says, our sister is critically missing and in need of immediate medical attention. She is in active addiction and has never been gone this long without talking to her family. She has a little girl who desperately misses her mommy. We are extremely concerned and law enforcement has been contacted. If you've seen her, please call Tulsa Police Department at 918-596-9913 case number 202-501-6091. If seen anywhere in West Tulsa area, let her know her family has been looking for her and call the police. She is in a very dangerous place and desperately needs help. We all love her so much and we need her to be safe. She's 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighs 160 pounds. She's 29 years old, blonde hair, but it may be darker. She has tattoos on her right shoulder of a bird and flowers. And that's all the information that we have. We don't even have a name. Hey, Dragon. Good to see you.
Dutch, you should have a flyer for an Iva Joetta Koopman. If we have time, I want to try to include her because I'm doing a live stream on her next month with her mother.
Okay. Well, we still got a few to go through. But it's so hard for me to see these little bitty boxes on the side. I would have to literally go down.
It's fine. If we don't get to it, we'll cover it next go around.
Let me, let's see. I'm trying to find what that flyer looks like.
It'd be one from the Aware Foundation.
Okay, let me go over here to the Aware Foundation and see if I can figure out which one it is. And it's Iva Joetta Koopman. Oh, I think I do have her on here somewhere. I remember seeing that one. No, that's Alicia. I'm looking at all of my Aware Foundation flyers that I have up here. It's sad that I can only upload so many of these. There we go. Iva Joetta Koopman. I knew I had her on here somewhere. All right, Iva Joetta Koopman. She was 37 at the time of her disappearance. Blonde hair, blonde strawberry colored hair, blue eyes, 5 feet 7 inches tall. Looks like 180 pounds. The Tulsa Police Department is attempting to locate a missing 41-year-old female, Iva Joetta Koopman, who was last seen on March the 1st of 2021 in the area of 46th Street North and Main Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma. According to Tulsa PD, her and her family, there is a significant concern for her safety and well-being due to her involvement in an abusive relationship. She went missing a short while after her boyfriend, who is a convicted SO, stabbed her and then set fire to her home. Oh, my word. She has not had contact with family or friends since then. Iva has her ears, tongue, belly button, and pelvic area pierced. She has a scar on her upper right shoulder blade in the shape of a half moon. She has a tattoo of a colored butterfly on the small of her back. Anyone with information is asked to call the Tulsa Crime Stoppers at 918-596-2677. This case sounds pretty scary.
It's bad. Not only was that house burned once, it was burned twice. It's been completely bulldozed to the ground at this point. This guy is a convicted sex offender, although he was convicted out of Texas, and he never registered in the state of Oklahoma, and he's old enough to be this girl's daddy.
Oh, wow. FarQ, thank you for gifting 5 more memberships. You are so kind. If you received a membership from FarQ, please thank her. Welcome to the Dutch Bus, Jen K, Nicole Rendon, Jackie, Cow Love, and Cupcakes. We appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much, FarQ. I really appreciate you. This case is wild. I can't wait to hear from the family. I don't have a good feeling about this one either.
No, and unfortunately, her mom, Lori, just even this week got a false tip about Joetta being in the hospital there in Tulsa. And I told her as she called me, I was like, don't hold much stock in that. Someone's just messing with you. She, now that her case is getting coverage, they're trying to throw things off the trail. And sure enough, it was a false lead.
Wow. I'm without words. That's very scary. Not good at all. This next case is Xander Ainsworth. He is 15 years old, and he is missing out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Xander has brown hair and blue eyes, 5 feet 11 inches tall, and 140 pounds. Xander Michael was last seen on February 15th of 2025 at his residence near Southwest 119th Street and South Pennsylvania Avenue in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. His clothing description is unknown, but they believe he was wearing all camo clothing. Xander was possibly seen walking east along Southwest 119th Street and South Pennsylvania Avenue around midnight. He could possibly be carrying a dark-colored backpack. If anyone has information regarding his whereabouts, please contact the Oklahoma City Police Department at 405-297-1129.
And one of my subs is actually friends with Xander's mother. And unfortunately, we don't really have any new information on his case.
If y'all see this flyer, please share it out to help locate Xander safely. All right, we've done Billy Jenkins. Let me get down here. Who have we got next? Chelsea Cox. Chelsea is an 18-year-old white female missing out of Shawnee, Oklahoma. She has brown hair and brown eyes. Chelsea has not been seen by anyone in her family since January of 2025. She has not texted nor spoken to anyone in over 2 weeks at the time. Last seen leaving to visit her possible father, David Jake Patterson, in Shawnee, Oklahoma. We are worried about her safety due to her intellectual disability. If you have seen her, please contact her mother, Jennifer, at the phone number on this flyer. I hope she is found safe. Next, we have a bolo. Be on the lookout for Roxanne Edwards. Roxanne is 51 years old. She is 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighs 160 pounds. She has black, long, and wavy hair, mostly worn in a bun. Brown eyes. Her tribal affiliation is the Caddo Nation. Last known to be in the, let's see, that looks like Ringer and Anadarko areas, driving a white Toyota truck with Caddo Nation plate. Roxanne is missing from Centennial, Colorado, and has been known to frequent Ringer, Oklahoma, and other parts of Oklahoma. The family is highly concerned and desperately seeking where she is. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Roxanne Edwards, please contact the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office at 303-793-4711. I do hope she is found safe. Hey, Titanium Builds, good to see you. Hey, Kari, thank you for being here. Let's see who else I have. Bum, 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 bum. We have Willis Marshall, missing person out of Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Willis is 32 years old. He has black hair and brown eyes, 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighs 150 pounds, and he's been missing since November the 3rd of 2023. Last seen around the Pines Apartments in Broken Bow, Oklahoma. If you know where Willis is, please call the Broken Bow Police Department at 580-584-3310. And we have another cold case. Monique Daniels out of Moore, Oklahoma. Let me see if I can go over here and snag that NamUs missing case file for you. And I'll drop that link in the chat. Try to share as many NamUs profiles as we can. So that way, if anybody wants to go research it yourself, look into these cases, and share them out, you have the resources to do that. And here is the link for Monique. The date of last contact was June the 2nd of 1992. She was 15 years old. Her current age would be 48 years old. Monique Christine Daniels, white Caucasian female, 5 feet 4 inches tall, 125 pounds. Last location, Moore, Oklahoma, Cleveland County. Monique was last seen in Moore, Oklahoma on June 2nd, and at the time of her disappearance, Monique occasionally wore blue wire-framed glasses. She has a 3-inch scar on her right shin. Her clothing and accessories consisted of men's large green military-type flight jacket, those blue wire-framed glasses, and a men's diamond ring. The ring was too large and it had tape on it. There is a age-progressed photo that was uploaded, and this was in 2018. That was progressed to 41 years of age. The witnesses told authorities that she was loading clothes into a blue Chevrolet pickup truck driven by an unidentified Caucasian male. She was last seen by a neighbor on June the 2nd in Moore, Oklahoma. She's never been heard from again. She disappeared while her mother and 2 of her siblings. That's what that says, right? While her mother and 2 of her siblings, Angelique and Brian, were touring with their church choir for the week. Her mother would later state that the house, which was normally kept very clean, was in a state of disarray. Her stepfather, Charles Chuck Daniels, was said to be abusive to the children, and there were many allegations against him. Her case remains unsolved. Monique has a half-moon-shaped scar on the outside of her left ankle and a 3-inch scar on her right shin. She has a mole on the upper left side of her lip. This flyer is provided by Missing People in America. If you have any information on what happened to Monique Daniels, please call Moore Police Department at 405-793-5171. And the last case that I have tonight that I want to share with you guys before I get off here, and I hate that I have to cut this short, but I do have an appointment tomorrow because I have to get a chest X-ray. I've got the crud, y'all. And I did take plenty of cough medicine before this live so I could do all of this talking. This case is Peggy McGuire. I had a couple of people who actually reached out to me and requested that I share this flyer. She does have a NamUs missing persons number, and I'm going to share Peggy's NamUs link in the chat right now. So let me get over here and drop that for you guys. Thank you, Titanium. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. Missing person from Eufaula, Oklahoma, missing since November the 16th of 2015. Peggy Ann McGuire was 29 years old when she went missing. She is currently 38 years old. She's an American Indian, Alaska Native, white Caucasian female, 5 feet 10 inches tall, 150 to 160 pounds. She is enrolled with the Muskogee Creek Nation tribe. Peggy was last seen dropping off her son at his school on November 16th of 2015. The following day, November 17th of 2015, at approximately 5 a.m., a man was seen on surveillance camera parking and exiting her truck at the bar, T&J's Ice House in Eufaula, and walking away. Peggy has strawberry blonde hair, shoulder length and wavy. She has blue eyes. She has pierced ears, a scar on her right knee, a tattoo on her low back, horseshoe with stars, and one four-leaf clover with faded initials JNS. She wears a size 10 shoe. Looks like one of the pictures that it has is she has on a nursing outfit. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Peggy Ann McGuire, there is a $150,000 reward for information leading to her whereabouts. You can contact the McIntosh County Sheriff's Office at 918-689-2526. You can also contact the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, the Southeast Investigative Regional Office. That's in McAllister, Oklahoma. That number is 580-298-5525. Or another number for OSBI is 918-423-6672. And I had 2 or 3 people that actually sent me the same flyer and asked me to cover Peggy's case. So I did want to make sure that I shared hers also. So, Hoodie and a Crowbar, thank you so much for gifting 5 more memberships. Y'all have blessed me immensely tonight by gifting memberships. That's a great way to pay it forward to the channel, is to gift memberships. I really appreciate that, Hoodie and a Crowbar. If you received a membership from Hoodie and a Crowbar, please thank her. Welcome to the Dutch Bus Squad, the Salty Lunatics, Happy, Irish Jessie, Mia Shell, and Lisa Oldhams. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad to have you guys on board. I hope that you guys will come by a live stream, and I appreciate y'all so very much for supporting this channel and this mission to bring awareness to more people. I think we're going to have to do a part 2 on Oklahoma.
Yeah. We'll definitely have to do a part 2 and probably a part 3 at the rate that people go missing in the state of Oklahoma.
Yeah, definitely. So I wanted to end the poll, and it looks like Arkansas won 63% to 36%. So it looks like next Thursday we're going to be talking about some Arkansas cases. And I'll try to mark off the ones that we covered tonight, and the ones that we didn't get to. I'll make sure to, maybe put a little, maybe we can mark them somehow in our Discord, that we've covered those, so we can make sure on round 2 for Oklahoma that we get all the people that we didn't get covered tonight, so we can cover them on another live for Oklahoma. So
Absolutely.
thank
And
you
there's
for
definitely some cases in Arkansas that we need to talk about. Two in particular that I actually helped in the search on, and that was Morgan Nick and Melissa Witt.
Well, we definitely are going to talk about it. And I just want to thank all of my moderators for being here and all of the work that you guys do. It really means so much to me. Just being here to support, whether you're just a greeter or a link dropper or someone who just waves everybody in and out. I really appreciate you guys just being here while we, just share factual information and show these people's faces and their flyers in hopes that we can, bring awareness to them and let the families know that they still matter. They're still missing, and we're going to keep shining a light in order to bring them home and bring answers to their families. And again, thank you, FarQ and Hoodie and a Crowbar, Okie Crime News. Chico's been a member for 8 months. Thank you, Chico. You guys y'all were showing out, shaking them bushes. Y'all were shaking them bushes tonight. And it just lights me up. I love it. I love it so very much. So it's getting late. I'm 10 minutes past my bell. I know Nonsense is going to be like, I know that you set yourself a timer and you're still over your timer. It just is what it is. That's how it happens. I could probably be here for 2 more hours and we still wouldn't be done. And she had to pick up Kyle, at the airport. But I appreciate you being here. Appreciate all of you being here. And Arctic, thank you for being my special guest. And I hope that you'll join me next Thursday for Arkansas, because I'm going to need you to be back up here again.
Absolutely. Anytime you want me up on panel, all you got to do is say the word.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Y'all give some hearts and prayer hands to our wonderful Arctic Fox True Crime. If you're not subbed up to his channel, you're definitely missing out. This man works his butt off sharing awareness for the missing, and we appreciate all that he does for this community. So thank you, Arctic. You are such an asset, and I'm so proud to have you on my team, and I appreciate all that you do for this community.
Well, thank you.
You guys have a wonderful night. And make sure to like this stream and share this stream out so we can get these faces seen out there. I'm going to play y'all out with a little intro. So don't forget to share this out. And remember, be kind. This has been a very stressful past couple of months for a lot of people, especially on YouTube. We don't do the drama over here. That doesn't mean I don't watch a little drama and that I don't have opinions about things. But we have to gather together to stand up for what's right in this community. Laws need to be passed. Things need to be changed. We can share and discuss cases. We can all have differences of opinions, but we don't have to harass and dox and bully the families. The victim and their families deserve to have dignity, compassion, and respect. And that's what they're going to get on this channel. So I appreciate all of you being here. And next Thursday, we're going to be covering Arkansas. I hope to see you guys on Monday for Missing Flyer Monday. And until then, be kind to one another out there. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, y'all.
Going